Some things never change. From a boy who lived in a world of hate and fear, to a man who controls that hate and fear. Sett was not always the boss. In fact, he started life like most people, a scared little child. Born to an Ionian Vastaian and a Noxian human, the half-beast lived his younger years as an outcast, expelled from the Vastaian tribe for violating their traditions. They were sent into the world of the humans. Here, they were treated no better by the Ionians who looked down upon their taboo union. It was Sett's father who kept people at bay, his infamy as a pit fighter keeping people's disapproval to glances rather than turning into words or violence. All of that melted away on the day his father disappeared. Those who had bitten their tongues turned on the young child, free to express their contempt. The young boy became quickly bewildered, confused as to where his father had gone, and why it was now that trouble seemed to loom over him wherever he went. Sett had to grow up quickly. He would endure, as those around him spat taunts and threats in his face, and it was not long before he began to silence those insults with his fists. When the news reached his mother, she made him swear never to go near the Noxian pits where his father had fought. But the more Sett fought, the more he thought of his father. Longing to find the man he only vaguely recalled, he snuck into the pit one late night. Instantly his eyes lit up as he became enthralled with the spectacle. The crowd full of Noxian soldiers roared around him, and in the center of the arena stood fighters from all backgrounds and martial disciplines. He watched as they clashed in gruesome duels with fists and weapons. The winners handed purses full of Noxian coin. When things finally settled down, a young Sett went to the task of asking about his father. It was then that the boy learned a hard truth. His father had bought out his contract and set abroad to find more profitable fighting pits. Sett and his mother had been abandoned, deserted by the man he called father. Sett's belly filled with rage and despair. He turned to the matchmaker and begged for a fight. If his father ever returned, Sett was determined to be the one standing across the pit from him. The matchmaker assigned the boy a fight on the next card, with a grin across his face. He figured the boy would be easy fodder for one of his star combatants. The boy, he would prove him wrong. From the moment the resounding crack of his first punch resonated throughout the pit, the Beast Boy bastard had become a fighting sensation. Even without martial training, his primal strength and ferocity made up for it in spades, leveling even the most skilled fighters like a battering ram. Never once abandoning hope that he might one day stand fist to fist with his father, he soon became the undisputed king of the pit. Night after night, Sett spent his coin to bring his mother comforts, always sure to lie about how he had acquired them. It warmed his calloused heart to see her so proud of his success, no longer forced to toil at menial jobs and the like. Even so, Sett could not help but feel as if he could do better. Being king of the pit was good, but being the person who owned the pit, that was where the real money was. One night after defending his title to a record-breaking crowd, Sett presented his new demands to the Noxian matchmaker and his colleagues. Grant control of the arena and its revenue to him. Of course they refused, and when they did, Sett barred the doors with a grin on his face. Moments later, the doors reopened, and the Noxians emerged, mauled and maimed, with a message across their blood-stained lips. Sett was now the boss. He was now the owner of the arena he had once fought in, and Ionians conditioned by war flocked to the arena, happily paying to satisfy an urge they only recently discovered they possessed. Sett took advantage of this bloodlust, transforming the pit into the hub of underground gambling and vice. Once a boy who lived in fear of those around him, now a man who rules with the same iron fist he once quivered under. All who challenge his authority are personally reminded of where they stand. Every punch he throws is a blow to his old life of poverty and ostracism, and he intends to make sure that old life stays down for the count.